Have you ever been offended, wronged? Maybe some piss baby at the Thanksgiving table had the wrong opinion. You need to make things right. You're looking for an apology. You've come to the right place, because here's your apology. My name's Nate, and with us as always, the man who put the D in DEI, producer Levi. Levi, what's up?
Hello.
So we just, how was your Thanksgiving?
It was good. It was good, you know. It was a week. I stayed for a whole week. We went to the beach house. Yeah.
Just kidding, fam.
Yeah, made a week-long trip out of it. And it went pretty smoothly. As smoothly as I think you can hope.
A Thanksgiving can be.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I think if you have a seamless Thanksgiving, you're a family of psychopaths, right?
There needs to be probably some slight tensions in the air.
Some turbulence.
That's a little bit normal if there's a little bit of
a little tension,
unaddressed, a
little
something floating around.
Yeah,
seems normal, at least in my family.
Yeah, no, I think everyone's family. Imagine going to a family function that was like everybody got along. There was no. That's weird.
Honestly, last Christmas we have 18 people on my side of the family.
Yeah.
And last Christmas was at my parents' house.
Mm-hmm.
And it seemed like everybody just got the assignment.
Really?
Wow. Yeah.
It went seamless.
It was
not even a little?
Not even, I didn't get a hint of it. If it was there, I didn't get a hint of it. But
your whole family's on codeine. That's impossible.
But and I left there impressed, honestly. I was like, man, that was crazy how it just was fun the whole time, you know, and everyone seemed like they're having a good time. And
yeah,
wow,
you guys
we really pulled that one off, you know. That's what I thought.
Yeah,
I was like, wow, we pulled it off. It seemed like everybody really wanted Christmas. You know what I mean? It's Christmas finally, you know. It's
For some
everybody
reason,
wanted it this year.
Yeah, some reason everybody just bought in.
Yeah, exactly.
Little kids, one more fucking year.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
It's
okay. Well, that's nice.
It felt good, but you know,
that's a very that's whiter than I would think.
Whiter.
Yeah,
whiter?
I feel like that's there's levels of
I feel like white people
behavior.
White people are they yell at their moms, right? That's a white attribute.
That's a level.
Because
that is a level.
Because minority children weren't allowed to.
No, they would get abused.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So that's a trait that I think of when I think of white families is disrespect.
Snotty.
There's a level of disrespect that's
Sure.
just unaddressed.
Yeah. I want to clarify. That's not the white that I'm talking about, because there's something there. I mean, that's weird behavior in any culture. You know what I mean?
Right.
I meant it as a compliment. Like the coach, you know, the coach who's the all-American family.
Oh, a stereotype.
Like a stereotype.
A Leave It to
Like
Beaver.
a good stereo. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. White sitcom, mid-50s.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, that's you guys.
Yeah.
Seamless. Maybe a sarcastic joke.
Yeah.
And then that was it.
Everyone participated in the games.
That's hilarious.
On their own will and had fun, you know.
No one protested.
Yeah.
That's funny. That's good, man. That's good. Do you have any...
It'd be nice if that happened regularly. You know what I mean?
Well, come on. Jeez. Be thankful you had it once.
One in a lifetime.
Yeah. Jeez. What?
Yeah. I'm greedy.
Set the bar to a reachable standard, Levi. Do you guys have any traditions you do?
Tons.
Good ones? Any out of
Most of them are food related.
Really?
Yeah.
Do you do tamales?
I don't personally, but
the women.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, it's kind of turned into just one of my sisters does it.
She's forced into the kitchen to make tamales for the family.
Well, she married a Mexican, so his mom is doing it, and she's a part of their family now, so she's also doing it.
Okay.
And I place my order every year because I hate when I miss that. Like, I hate when I miss the orders part. Like,
Yeah.
You're working somewhere and one of your Mexican coworkers is like, anybody wants to buy some tamales from us? We're rolling them out. You know, if you miss the invite, like the week they show up with them,
oh, it's the worst.
you're like, do you have any extra? No, you should have told us. We asked. Like the amount of times that happened to me, I'm like on it every single year. I like jump on it.
Yeah.
But I'm like, by the way,
that's smart.
You haven't decided if you're making them again this year, but I'm putting in my order. If you do, I want some.
I want a bunch.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's probably. I wonder if they did a study about how many people, just kill themselves at work during the holidays. If it's surrounding tamale give out day, time to pick up your order day.
Yeah.
Like how many people just like, where's my tamales? Just so distraught about tamales that
I mean, that's how I feel. That's how I literally.
That's what I'm saying. Like I'd rather swallow a shotgun than this.
And I'm not gonna go buy them from the store like it's the same thing. Like I've never had a frozen tamale that was like a real tamale to me.
No, but the closest is Costco has some that are like, they're not traditional. Obviously.
I don't know. I don't know if they're the same ones, but one time I got a pack from Costco frozen, and it was disgusting.
No shit.
To me. Like,
what was the sauce? Red?
There was no sauce, I don't think.
Nope. Huh. Like what was the meat? The chicken? Was it green?
Pork, maybe?
Oh.
I don't know. It was just too much matzah, and then it was like
there's
gross tasting.
too. That's a very Caucasian tamale.
Yeah.
That's like what white people do. Like we get a food that's like really amazing from another country, and we find out how to fucking make it delicious and horrible for you, and then everybody gets it for
I don't know if it's the same brand that you're talking about. Maybe you found one that's better than the one I had, but I was not impressed. I mean, homemade, there's just nothing like it for me. Personally, I could tell a huge difference.
Oh yeah, I can tell a huge difference too, but I'm also willing to settle for the
not
difference.
On Christmas time, I'm not.
Good point.
I can settle
Good
for.
point.
I can
Good
eat
point.
them at any time of the year.
Yeah.
If I miss the Christmas mark, then I've lost. I have to wait a whole year before I can get a real tamale again, because for some reason people don't make them year round.
Dude, there's a place here that just does tamales.
Like a food truck.
Yeah, and I think they do them year round.
Okay. I'll try it out.
Ooh.
Actually, the farmers market, the Vancouver farmers market.
Do they go year round?
They just started going year round. This year is the first year.
Oh wow.
But regardless, usually it's like 9 months out of the year anyways. It's like a very long season. They just take off like December, January, and February, but I think they passed a thing that makes it open all year. There's a Mexican booth there. Really good tamale. So year round. I've been proven wrong.
And we've proven it here today. There's tamales year round. Several places here in Vancouver. Oh, that's so funny. There's no place.
The ones that have the love in them,
Yeah. Those come around only at Christmas
Exactly.
time. All those other hunks of shit. Those shacks of pepperoncinis. No. Yeah. So that's a good tradition. Eating tamales.
Yeah.
We one of our traditions is like we'll buck tradition. We won't eat
lasagna for Thanksgiving.
Yeah, that's what we had this year.
Yeah.
It was lasagna. It was pretty good. My wife made everything from scratch.
Ooh, that's nice.
Like the noodles.
Yeah. I like
the bread. She made the bread, the sourdough.
That's right.
Bro.
I got a loaf of that.
Yeah. The sauce. We killed our dog, made the meat.
Yeah.
No, it was so good though. It was so fucking good. Made a big old thing of it. So I guess that's our tradition, is
by bucking traditions.
By bucking tradition.
Okay.
But we'll also do
every year. You doing that? Your tradition is
No, because sometimes we'll do.
all right. What
tradition.
would everybody else do for Christmas?
yeah.
We're going to see a movie.
We're going trick or treating.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. No, we one of the traditions we do is we all sit around as a family and reenact the original Thanksgiving meal, like how we think it'll go. My dad every year insists on being the chief.
Yeah.
So he gets to dress up, and we give him this big Indian headdress, and he takes it real serious. So that's cool. But we just reenact.
Yeah.
And every year it's different outcomes, but it all ends up with everyone being appreciative for colonization.
That's good. That's what we're thankful for. Right?
Yeah.
That's what we're actually being thankful for on Thanksgiving.
Yeah, like thanks.
Thanks for that we're here.
That's,
you know that one time that Indians taught us to pop corn or whatever?
Yeah, do you remember that? And you get all different colored of corns at school? Yeah.
Yeah.
That was cool.
I learned about American history.
Yeah, so did I.
I know that their contribution to our history is Thanksgiving meal, you know?
Corn.
The Thanksgiving meal.
The Thanksgiving meal. The land.
Cornucopias.
I thought that was us.
I don't know.
Us.
Well, if it's still, Indians taught you how to fill it up with crops, including corn.
And hazelnut.
Oh, really?
No, I don't know. Corn and squash.
Squash, a lot of gourds.
I feel like there was a bunch of just squash and corn.
Yeah.
Everybody
did they have a good
diarrhea all of the time?
Yeah.
A turkey and squash?
Did they have any good recipes for squash? Because it feels like those slipped through the cracks if they did. You know, like.
Oh, really? I love
like
squash.
all of the. Really?
I love squash.
How do you eat it? Just cooked?
Well, yeah.
Just like roast it up or something?
Yeah, you can roast it and then you put brown sugar.
I'm not a squash guy.
You put brown sugar. Did you grow up eating squash?
I grew up not eating it because I didn't like it.
Oh, okay. But you grew up with the option?
It was available to me, yeah.
Never grew up with the option. As an adult, I tried it for the first time at my friend's house.
You know what I do like? Butternut squash.
That's fucking squash.
But,
that's exactly what.
But like a bisque. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Not chunky.
Oh, the soup.
Yeah.
Butternut. Okay.
Yeah. Not chunky.
Okay. When I think of butternut squash, I
can
think
hardly
of the
eat
cubes.
zucchini.
You don't like zucchini?
It's hard.
Barbecue zucchini with fucking.
There's times where I can get into it, but like very rare.
Dude, I'll ride a zucchini.
Yeah.
Into
I can't. Like I'll do like a spear if it's crispy enough, you know.
Yeah. What about pickles?
Pickles, I like one
fuck
brand.
with pickles?
I like dill pickles.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I meant.
Right.
There's the sweet.
Yeah.
We've established this on the show. The sweet pickles are poison.
But not just any pickles. Some pickles are
shit.
Yeah. I'm like, really for me, it's just one brand. I don't even know what it is.
Kosher or something?
Nally.
Oh, okay.
The name brand.
Yeah.
Those are the only pickles I like.
You know them when you see them.
Yeah.
It's either a blue label with a yellow thingy.
Yeah.
And a yellow lid.
But they're like crunchy. You know what I like? A crunchy. I don't like it when they're a little bit soggy. Not a fan. And sometimes they're a little bit soggy.
Soggy pickle?
Sometimes they're a little bit soggy.
Can't have a soggy pickle.
No, not a fan.
Yeah, I don't think anybody's a fan.
Some people do. Some people like it.
Deep fried? Do you do deep fried pickles?
Nah, I'm not into them that much. I mean, yeah, I have a weird relationship to pickles.
Yeah.
I like nibbling on them.
Yeah. And that's what the Indians taught us. Thank you for your contribution to our society.
Thanksgiving.
Sincerely.
But you had good lasagna. Did you have anything with your lasagna?
Yeah, my wife she made the did I already say she already made the
sourdough?
Bread. Yeah, I just had everything. Oh, and then she made homemade Costco pies that were made at Costco.
Pumpkin?
Homemade. Yeah, one pumpkin and one apple.
Okay.
Oh, but she made the whipped cream from scratch.
Okay. Do you like that?
I fucking love it, dude.
Better than just...
I mean...
Be honest.
I mean...
To be honest.
I mean,
They're always like,
yeah, it's
I'm
fucking-
making it,
but it's a
as if it's
chemical
like
addiction.
a better thing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I'm always like, they're not going to put enough sugar or whatever it is to make it good for me. In like, it's just different. You know what I mean?
It's way different.
I like I just like
Yeah.
the sugar probably. It's just, I like a lot more sugar than most people put in their whipped cream.
I'm convinced. Because here's the thing. If I taste, boom, and I just taste, my wife's 10 out of 10 times. But that, the texture,
The experience of it.
the experience,
Yeah.
the nostalgia.
Yeah.
Dude, what child doesn't remember sneaking upstairs or downstairs or into the kitchen
Yeah.
at night when their parents are asleep and sneaking a little?
Exactly.
That's memories,
Yeah.
dude. So I don't. Hers was good, but you can't beat it either.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
You know what I
It's
mean?
tough.
But it's a
It's
chemical
tough.
addiction.
I'm not
I think
addicted
that
to it. Only if you do it every day.
I would. If I had the opportunity, I would.
Okay. All right.
But I can
She's
admit
saving you
that.
then.
So I'm
She's
calling
saving
myself
you.
out. Yeah. So good. I'm glad your Thanksgiving went swimmingly.
Yeah. Very
Mine
good.
went pretty good too. There was no fights. Dad, won actor of the evening
Yeah.
as Chief Tom Tom.
Yeah.
It was beautiful. I'm just glad we could all remember what the holiday was meant for, which was a Thanksgiving of family and friends to the Lord and for the colonization of the Western world.
America.
Yep.
Without, we would not be here.
Yeah. And we didn't have to slaughter an entire people.
Our ancestors did that for us.
Yeah. Well, I mean, they gave them spots to live. That was nice.
That's true.
And casinos and stuff like that.
That's true.
So,
They're survivors.
yeah, thank you for your contribution, and I'm glad we didn't have to.
You know, I feel
Well,
like
not we. I wasn't there.
that being said,
Mm-hmm.
has any genocide actually been successful?
I mean,
Any
there's some that have made a
attempted
dent.
genocide? But like any attempted genocide, there's still a number of those people on Earth. They've never been no race has been, that we know of,
Yet.
been completely wiped off of the face of the Earth, which is what a genocide would amount to,
Mm.
right? Like
Yeah.
a successful genocide
Just a
would be
white
there's no more? That was the last one?
party.
We're done.
We-
Genocided.
What now?
Or whatever.
We genocided.
Yeah.
We have successfully genocided.
Yeah.
Yeah, what now? Like, what do we do? I don't know. I was thinking about maybe
Yeah.
learning how to sail.
What else should we clean up?
I'm going to pick up archery.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm just thankful. I'm thankful we didn't have to wipe out everybody. Speaking of, Christmas is right around the corner. And with that, have you seen the video of the young man who has 100 orgasms a day? The 100 orgasms a day until Christmas. No,
Was that is that a real video?
yeah,
Is it a real thing?
it's a real thing.
I feel like the video is fake.
Why would you doubt something
If
like
it's
that?
It might be a real condition, but the video itself,
Oh, you don't think they captured
I don't
real?
think that guy is real.
orgasms?
Do you think that guy is real?
I 100% believe him.
Man has 100 orgasms a day.
Father of two, Dale Decker, suffers from a rare and seemingly incurable condition that leads to him suffering up to 100 unwanted orgasms a day.
There's nothing pleasurable about it because even though it might physically feel good, the whole time inside your mind, you're completely disgusted by what's going on. And depending on where you're at, if you're in public, if you're in front of kids, if you're around strangers, I mean, it can make a person break real fast.
The 37-year-old is the first man to ever speak publicly about the condition known as persistent sexual arousal syndrome, or PSAS, and he says it's ruining his life.
When you're on your knees at your father's funeral, at his casket, and you're saying goodbye to him, and then you have 9 orgasms right there, while your whole family is standing behind you, it just makes you never want to have another orgasm as long as you live.
So the condition,
PSAS?
yeah.
What about it? No.
Is this a real medical condition?
So, I looked it up, and it is a real condition.
Did it come up on WebMD?
It did come up on WebMD.
Okay.
So
So it must be legit.
it's called persistent genital arousal disorder,
Mm-hmm.
I believe. Yeah, so persistent genital arousal disorder, or PGAD, is rare. You may also hear it called restless genital syndrome. You know, like restless leg syndrome,
yeah.
when your legs can't stop wiggly legs?
Yeah.
It's like that, but for your fucking genitals.
Interesting.
Yeah, it almost always affects women.
Really?
Mm-hmm. Almost always,
Yeah.
according to this article.
Yeah,
It's
so do
WebMD.
umbilical hernias, but I got one of those.
Phew. Only a few cases have been reported in men. With other arousal disorders, you have trouble getting stimulated.
Yeah, that seems like the
That
more
seems-
common
yeah, what-
one.
what
That's what all the
should happen.
medicine's for.
Yeah. At some point, fellas, your dick's gonna die.
Yeah.
They have disorder, like they have pills and stuff, but also some people have this the other way. With PGAD, you're excited suddenly and constantly. You can't control your arousal. Even if you bring yourself to orgasm, the feelings return shortly. You're just a fucking pervert.
You think?
Yes. Yeah,
It's
you
weird,
have like a
but it
sexual
only-
disorder.
Well, that's still a disorder. Disorder is different from
Oh,
being a
okay.
pervert.
Well, I have a fucking huge disorder then. I always want to come, like just constantly. It's fucking. It's a disorder.
But
I have a syndrome.
do you? That's the thing.
No, because I've not been diagnosed yet.
You have to be. I feel like it has to happen unwillingly, like
as soon as I get
like,
diagnosed, dude,
without trying.
I have to try to not.
That's the thing.
I hold it in like a sneeze.
That's what I'm saying. Like this guy or whoever's got it,
Poor
it's got
guy.
to be like a unwilling situation, right?
Of course it was. It was at his father's funeral. You heard him. He came 9 times. 9 times this guy came in front of his father's dead corpse.
That's kind of interesting that it mostly happens to women, though.
Almost always.
Do you think they're trans women mostly?
Oh, yeah. Good point. yeah. It almost always happens to women.
Yeah. like
Hmm.
what does that person look like in our society, and have we ever ran into them? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
What are they doing? This like regular
Just
basis.
coming.
Like, is it like is it debilitating? Like, can they not leave their house? You know what I mean? Like, how bad is it? Or is it just like narcolepsy where occasionally something might happen, or if you're not taking your medicine, something might happen?
Yeah.
Like, I wonder how serious it gets, you know?
If I was to fake this very serious illness, it would be like the easiest excuse. It would be so fun. There's not a downside to this. Like, if you're faking it.
Well, there is, because it's like shameful and you can't do it publicly without.
If you're a pervert, you
being
just have an
locked up.
you have an yeah. There you go.
So, you know.
But
if you
I'm
couldn't
sure they give you
control
a
it
card.
and it's a real thing,
Mm-hmm.
then do you just like stay home all the time? Like, imagine.
Yeah. I would go out for sure. I would ride buses. Like
That would
city
just
buses.
make it worse.
Huh?
That would just make it worse.
I know, but I have this thing where if my shoulder hurts, like right here,
Mm-hmm.
and I push on it and it hurts worse, I push it as hard as I fucking can until it doesn't hurt, and then I just like, and I would just do
Does that work?
What?
Does that work? For
Almost always works.
What does it work at accomplishing? making it not hurt.
No, it's just a stupid thing. It's a dumb thing I do. But I would do that. I would do that in like just a social situation. I would go out in public. I would go
Diaper up.
I would fucking diaper up and I'm holding it in.
Yeah.
Today I'm holding it in. Okay, that was the only one. The only one today. And then I would just be in public until I'm disciplined.
Do you think that makes you, like, for the women who struggle with this, does that make them more promiscuous, you think?
Makes them weaker because they're not in public. Like, no, does it make them more promiscuous, you say?
Yeah.
Ooh, I would probably not. I wouldn't think so because it's supposed to be at some point painful.
Right.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, so I don't know. Probably not. Or is this just an excuse?
It depends. Is this
Well,
something that people throw around as just like a willy-nilly bipolar disorder type of diagnosis or
Oh,
whatever,
right.
you know, like something that you could just easily go to a doctor and like lie on some questionnaire and get prescribed like, oh,
just
now
diagnosed.
I just have a lot of orgasms every day. And, you know, like
It's not my
the
fault.
doctor doesn't know whether you're telling the truth or not. He just knows it exists.
Yeah.
Oh, I've heard of that. I've heard of a case like that.
Yeah. He gets paid to tell you
Yeah.
what you want to hear.
Exactly.
He went to school for like 9 years for it.
Exactly.
And then you give him money. He tells you what
Most
you
of the
want to
time
hear.
I go to the doctor, I've Googled what's wrong with me and I tell them and they're like, yep.
Yeah. You know what's funny? The difference between children and adults going to the doctor is like when you're a child, you go to the doctor for like an excuse.
Right.
You go to the doctor for an excuse to get out of school or
Yeah.
things like that. Like when you're an adult, you go to get better.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
You take the information that they give you and you
Apply it.
yeah, exactly. You make changes in order to like, you know,
Not to like validate.
get better.
yeah. Not to like validate what you already thought.
Exactly.
Like what a weird person goes to the doctor and they're like, you have cancer. And they're like, knew it.
Right.
Called it. Yes.
Like I
Yes.
don't go to the doctor for a cold anymore.
Yeah.
But back in the day when I was a kid, I would go to the doctor for a cold
Right.
so that I could get out of school.
Yeah. An excuse.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like, well, if I'm going to stay home, I might as well go to... You're sick, aren't you?
Mm-hmm.
You don't want to go to the doctor? You're sick, you know?
Yeah. Yeah. So if you want to get out of something that you're responsible for,
Exactly.
you just go to the doctor and you get an excuse.
Exactly.
Oh, bipolar. I'm fucking anorexic. Whatever.
Yeah.
You
yeah.
have your excuse. Be on your way.
Exactly.
But that's not how we deal with it.
No.
I don't even know what we were talking
just
about. Oh.
Diaper up.
Diaper up. Oh, yeah. Constantly. Yeah. Yeah. You just diaper up and go out in public. That's what I'm doing, dude. If I'm in his shoes,
I mean,
public,
you got to live your life.
at some point you have
That's
to live
the
your
thing.
life.
Like, even if, you know, maybe I go out and I see some guy with no arms and no legs, and it makes me feel a little bit uncomfortable. You know, like in public, you're like, whoa,
Gee.
whoa,
Fuck.
But-
How about a warning?
but what? Is he supposed to just stay inside?
Yeah.
You know, like
I mean,
he's
I'd
got to live his
appreciate-
life. You know,
Somebody put a fucking put
whether
a
it
bell
makes
on him.
me uncomfortable or not, you know, he's got to live his life.
Yeah.
He's got to go out. He wants to go to the store. He wants to see this concert, whatever, where, you know.
Yeah.
But
I can still be alarmed by it, though.
yeah.
If you turn around and you see that, that's alarming.
Yeah. If some guy's like suffering from like,
It's just like, huh.
and diapered up, as long as he's diapered up, you know, I can't be like,
Mm-hmm.
like, I get it. You got to live your life, you know, even if I had no arms
Oh,
or legs,
yeah.
I'm going out. Sorry you feel uncomfortable.
Right. Same as if you are constantly orgasming.
Exactly.
Yeah, I gotta live. I want to see this movie too.
Yeah. I'm not going to be locked up inside just because
Mm-hmm.
a breeze
Yeah.
excites me.
Oh, I'm never gonna get to see a Pixar film again
yeah,
because I
got
have a
kicked
disorder.
out of the theater because
These people are so intolerant.
that's what I'm saying. So I get it. As much as I wish they didn't exist. You know what I mean?
Jeez. If anybody deserves an apology for something, it's this dude who had 9 orgasms while he's facing his father's casket
I mean,
while his family members are all behind him.
it's a brutal existence. But, you know, we all got our stuff, so I don't really feel that bad for him. We're all going through it, okay? So you have a lot of orgasms. Boo-hoo.
Yeah, that's your cross to bear.
Yeah.
Poor guy.
Yeah. I don't talk about how I've had a hole in the back of my tooth for like over a year, you know? I'm not burdening you with that.
Yeah.
I can only eat on one side of my mouth for 2 years, you know?
This guy's out here bragging.
Yeah.
Fucking
like, you
rubbing
want
it
my
in.
sympathy?
You want to know what my thing is?
Yeah, exactly.
You want to know what my thing is? Or
We all got something, all right? I'm dealing with it personally. I don't have to drag you into it. Yeah.
That would numb your brain.
Yeah, exactly.
This guy's always having orgasms. Do a fucking story on my ass.
Exactly.
You know? I can't sit sometimes. That's so funny. That's your thing. That's your thing. Is you're just always doing the most pleasurable thing a human
Yeah.
can do.
Like,
And acting.
deal with it, man, you know?
Yeah. Oh, no. That's like, oh, no, I have the most desirable body.
Yeah, exactly.
Dang. And then everybody's supposed to feel sorry for you. Dude, that's what we
Like,
spend
you
the
don't get
majority of our life.
You don't get
That's
it.
the goal.
Yeah. Like, think about the people who can't have a single orgasm,
Yeah.
you know? Then now count your blessings.
Yeah. Think about the people who can't have an orgasm unless they smack their mom's butt.
Yeah.
If that's their thing.
Yeah.
That's their things, you know?
And they exist. They're out there. We know.
Boy, are they out there.
Firsthand, they're out there.
Firsthand.
No, well, you know, thoughts and prayers to that guy. You know, it's a struggle, I'm sure. The good and the bad. Actually, it's mostly women. So,
But they did the feature on this guy.
yeah.
That's hilarious. Long live the patriarchy.
I mean, that's because it's worse for guys. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah. You think females can hide it better?
100%.
Hmm.
There's nothing coming out of them, you know?
Oh, well, yeah. Other
There's
than
no
like
cleanup. Or maybe it's just the sensation and nothing actually happens.
after a while, you
physically.
gotta
Yeah,
assume
you're
like
dried
you're-
up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hundreds a day, dude.
Yeah. It's at that
A
point.
day?
At that point, it's just a cramp. You know what I mean?
At my peak, at like my teenage testosterone peak, 13. Me and my brother-in-law have talked about this.
Surprised you're not blind. I think that's what happens.
Dude, I was on E for real.
That's too.
100?
That's too.
This after
That's
13.
10 times more.
And this guy's a father of 2,
Yeah.
throwing out those kind of numbers.
Yeah.
Triple dig?
No, he was
Bro.
dried up. And it's definitely just more of a cramp situation, I feel like.
Yeah, it's just like a like
I feel like you could hide it. I feel like you could hide it.
as a dude. Yeah, for sure you can man up. If I could break my finger and pretend like nothing's wrong, I can come and act like I'm fine.
Could you break your finger and act like nothing?
Yes.
No, you,
The fuck I
no, you could.
I could.
There's no way.
I wouldn't even break.
No possible
I wouldn't
way.
even break. I wouldn't
I
even blink.
guarantee that that's not how that would go down.
Do it. Do it. Okay, yeah, maybe not in that situation, but in the situation in my head.
No.
No, in that situation I would scream. But
That's all
in the
I'm
situation
saying.
I had in my head, we're all out, everybody's hanging out.
Oh, you
maybe
jam it on a football or something like
yeah,
that?
yeah, yeah. And I break it and I look at it and it's going like this. I can fucking act like I'm good.
Right. And I'm like,
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Not like if you just walked over like
Yeah.
a fucking Dexter and we're like,
Yeah.
I would
So,
flip.
like, if it happened accidentally and quickly before you knew what was kind of happening.
adrenaline hit,
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A completely different scenario.
Yeah, yeah, not like a I've been kidnapped. I'm in the bed.
If I can break my finger and not act like it hurt.
It's like that. Like I could do it to myself.
Yeah.
Like fucking yeah.
Yeah, there's no way.
No, not like that.
Yeah.
That's crazy. But if I can, that's what I'm
You
saying.
can
Like
tolerate, yeah.
if I can tolerate that
If
pain,
it comes with that adrenaline every time.
yeah, I can. Then I can tolerate coming in my pants every 7 seconds. I mean, I can act like it's not happening.
Right.
I've done it
At
4
the very
times this
least.
episode.
Yeah.
I just keep doing it. What if this was me announcing
You have
that I have it?
irritable
Irritable
scrotum syndrome or whatever.
irritable
it's called.
ball syndrome.
Yeah.
Irritable ball syndrome.
Yeah.
I have IBS. Irritable ball syndrome. No, irritable.
The cool one, not
Yeah,
the
the
gross,
good ones.
not the gross one.
Yeah, not the diarrhea kind. Ooh, the cum kind. He only has 2 kids also, which is surprising. You'd think he'd have thousands.
Yeah, I feel like his wife probably, if she's still around, is like dodging it. You know what I mean? At a certain
Yeah, she's
point,
just
it's
like, "Gosh, can't-
again, you
Can't
know?
get this guy off.
Yeah.
He's always wanting it. Do you think this guy got caught doing something and he's like, I have a disorder?
I could see
And
that.
so he has to like stick with the story now?
I could see that.
Like he did something goofy in a crosswalk or something?
Yeah.
And he was like
And he
in
won
front
the
of a
court
judge.
case.
Hey,
They
yeah.
bought it.
Yeah. Hook, line, and sinker. Yeah, I think it's probably that situation. Because if you listen to him talk, he's like, he sounds like one, you know?
Yeah.
Right?
And usually,
He's like
and
a very
I hate
light
to like
voice.
stereotype perverts, you know, but like
Mhm.
anecdotally in my life, historically, if they look like a pervert, they are a pervert.
Yeah, I feel like if
Like
you-
that's just how it's shaken out in my life. Even the ones that I didn't know, you know, and it was like, all right, nah, they're not. There's no way.
and then they
Ended
are.
up being a pervert. Yeah.
Yeah.
And it was like, well, I guess the stereotypes are true. And
every
I can't help
fucking
it.
time.
I can't help but like think that now because
Mm-hmm.
it just happened in my life where I'm like somebody who I thought was, you know, but I'm gonna give them a benefit of the doubt. They're not a pervert, you know, proves to be a pervert, you know.
Like fucking, I hate when I
And
know it.
it's exactly, and I'm like, I'm trying not to stereotype. That's what people tell me not to stereotype. It's bad, but how come they're right so often, you know?
Yeah, that's so funny.
How come if I'd have properly stereotyped, I wouldn't have hung out with a pervert for
Exactly.
2 years?
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
My wife will get on my case sometimes about that, like not being judgmental, and I'm like, "Are you kidding? I'm gonna be like, that's how I
You
save
waste
yourself,
Exactly. Otherwise you waste so much time
dude." I
giving
don't
people
understand.
the benefit of the doubt. The red flags are the ones that you need to listen to immediately. Those are the
100%. Like if there's a dude babysitter asking if you need a babysitter, you don't have to give that guy a benefit of the doubt.
yeah. No.
It's just a hard pass.
Exactly.
And that's judgmental.
yeah.
And
And
that's okay.
stereotypical and
Yeah.
discriminatory
And accurate.
and accurate, and that's the thing,
Yeah.
you know?
100%.
The amount of times I'm right because I stereotype
Mm-hmm.
has proven to me that they are correct.
Yeah.
Not every, but most, you know,
Yeah.
for a lot of these things.
My boy's pattern recognition is peak.
Exactly.
That's all it is.
I have a radar for all of them.
Like,
you know?
oh, yep. Okay.
Pervert, pedophile, cheats on his wife, leaves.
And that was Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
Just kidding.
It's like, man, I
What am
wish
I?
I didn't see this coming.
Yeah.
But I did. But what I do about it? Nothing. You know? What
That's
can
funny.
you do about it?
Here's what I have experienced in my life is that you can be the dick, right?
Yeah.
And then when it goes down, you're still known as the dick.
Yeah, exactly.
Like you can warn them.
Even if you were right.
That's what I'm saying. Like you can warn them and they'll be
Yeah.
like, He's just a dick. He's judgmental. He doesn't want to give anybody a
Exactly.
chance or a shot.
And that's why I try not to be.
yeah. And then
'Cause of
even
the
when
public
the shit goes
shaming.
down, when the shit goes down and you were right,
Yeah.
you were still known as the dick for some reason.
Exactly.
Some unknown reason.
It's tough. It's tough out there,
It's hard out there for a pimp.
you know?
Good men. No, but that's, I mean,
Trying to do the Lord's work, but everyone's so freaking sensitive these days.
yeah, you can't tell anybody anything straight.
No.
Oh yeah, we were just talking. I was
Yeah.
just talking to somebody about this. It's incredible.
Yeah. You
Yeah,
have to
you-
beat around the bush just so everyone feels represented in a conversation.
Dude.
You can't make the singular point or even point to anecdotal evidence that proves a general point because it's anecdotal. You know, it's like, but I'm not the only one with this anecdote, you know?
Yeah.
I hate
I
that.
know some people. I know some people.
Yeah.
Falling people into stereotypes is it's one of the weirdest fucking things because everybody does it and
Whether they
everybody
say it
acts
or
like they
not.
don't do it.
Yeah.
Every single person on fucking earth,
I think-
even the hippie, the
Yeah. I think people want to give people the benefit of the doubt. You know, show me who you are as an individual because I want you to see me for who I am as an individual. I don't want to be painted before you know me, you know, by any stereotypes. And I get that, you know.
Yeah, I get that too, but that's not the world we
But
live in.
the problem is, yeah.
People are gonna
A
assume-
lot of times, if you had painted with the stereotype, it would have been over quicker, and we could have moved on. You know,
Right.
let's progress faster.
Yes. No, I appreciate people coming at me with the stereotype because that's what I'm saying. Like, it's a positive thing for everybody because now I know how to come at you, how to come at you with like where I'm coming from.
Exactly, and
If
you
that makes
kind of
sense.
understand where I'm coming from because you think I'm coming from this generalized point, which you know.
So like I know if I know someone, it looks at me and they're like, oh, he doesn't salt his food at all, right? Like there's no flavoring. I can cook for them and show them who I am on an individual, but I know where I'm coming from. I know the stock from which I am picked. And so I have to like show my individuality with my diverse group of friends.
So you make food that isn't salted? Is that what you're saying?
No. The stereotype, like people getting to know
Someone
me.
like you,
Yeah, they look at
someone
me
might
and they
think,
go,
"Oh."
they don't know how to. He doesn't know how to cook.
right?
He probably boils everything.
Yeah,
You know.
yeah.
That's what I
yeah.
look like. I look someone from like a mother country who boils everything, including meat.
Right.
You know.
And so as long as they're approaching you with that stereotype, you're comfortable.
Yeah, I'm so comfortable because I
Yeah.
know that stereotype. There's nothing
You
weird
can
about
defeat
it.
if you need
Yep.
to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then I can cook them a meal and be like,
It's
look,
a,
I'm
it's
not
a
all the way
jumping off
that way.
point. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
not
a
all of
jumping
this.
off point. It's like any relationship starts somewhere.
Exactly.
And you got to have a jumping off point.
Exactly.
Otherwise, there's no relationship. And that's kind of the problem we're having in the country is that since we're not allowed to stereotype, we're just not engaging.
There's no
Because-
jumping off point.
Exactly.
'Cause we're all acting like that. There's
We're
none.
just avoiding each other so that we don't have to,
Yes.
offend or like explain ourselves or whatever,
Look, we live in a country of social pussies. Legitimately. All we are is a bunch of adults on the high dive, and we keep going to the edge, looking over, getting that weird feeling in our peepees, and then going back down the ladder. But we're like, there's a place to jump. Like, we can jump. There's a pool. It's going to be fun. Like, it's okay to fit everybody in their social stereotype and act like it's a social stereotype, but it doesn't always apply to you.
Yeah, and then
It
use
doesn't-
that as that
yeah.
jumping off point to get to know them as an individual,
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah.
Like, I'll forever think Asian people do stereotype,
Karate.
right? And even if I meet this person, I might think that. But then as I get to know them, I'll change my opinion,
Or
you know?
or you
But it won't change my
appreciate the
opinion about
stereotype.
this. It won't change my exactly. It won't change my opinion about the stereotype, even if they're completely different. You know what I mean?
Yeah. No, for sure.
It's just like now I have an individualized reference for you.
Yeah.
But not for everybody. you
But
know?
also I have like subcategory, like me personally, I'll have like sub stereotypes. Like you said Asian, like not all Asians fit in one stereotype with me. I have like sub stereotypes. So like there's the super fast cool car Asian,
Right.
and then there's the Asians that like shit in a creek.
Yeah.
But then there's
Like the monk style. Is that what we're talking about? I don't know.
Yeah.
Homeless Asian doesn't resonate with me.
Is India in Asia? They're Asian, right? I think they're
I think it's debatable if they're included. You know?
Is it? Do they go back and forth? I don't know what. Okay. So then Vietnamese then fucking
Okay.
they shit in rivers and stuff. Rice paddy. I didn't want to say rice paddy.
Well, that's more relatable.
You know what? I'm gonna say it. No, I do. When I think of Asians, the sub category, the sub stereotypes are like the super cool breakdancing ones,
Yeah.
the futuristic like technology ones,
Yeah.
or
the ones that are good at math.
Yeah, but they're always like in my head. They're very
But then there's the ones that are good at gymnastics, you know, or
Right.
synchronized diving.
yeah. But then there's also ones that shove you out of the way at the mall. You know what I'm saying? The ones that yell at you in a foreign language and they know you don't understand, but they're screaming at you anyway.
Exactly. They're stereotypes, but that they don't apply to all,
Not all,
but just a subsect.
just if you look like
But
them.
all of that subsect. You know?
Yeah. And that's where you're starting at with me.
yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
is one of those
category.
subcategories.
Yeah, different categories.
You just ask, hey, what kind of Asian am I?
Yeah.
And then I go, oh, you're a
yeah, and
you
that's our jumping off point.
right. You're a city Asian.
From
And then you
here, we'll get to know each other.
yeah. Actually, I raise cattle.
But I'm actually not interested in getting to know you based on the
Also,
this is our jumping point, but based off of that, I'm not interested in getting to know you.
yeah, that's a good point too. And it's not a racial thing. I just don't want any more. I don't want any friends.
Yeah.
I feel like that sometimes. You ever feel
Yeah.
like that? Like fuck. I mean, friends are.
I just
cool,
feel like
but-
I wish people were better friends so that I don't have to be a good friend constantly. You know what I mean?
What were you saying?
I also hate
Yeah.
also the journey to become friends can get repetitive sometimes.
Dude, it's like dating,
Yeah.
and you're just like
Exactly. Starting
football,
over.
and they're like boxing. You're
Yeah.
like,
If it's not
swipe.
especially if it's not organic, you know,
yeah,
it can feel a little taxing to have to like go through the motions.
oh yeah,
But having a good friend obviously is nice, you
it's
know.
nice. That's why it's so important for dudes to have like one friend. Like they make shows out of it. Like you remember
Yeah.
Rob and Big?
Everybody
Like look, this dude has a
comedy,
friend,
whatever. Exactly.
and it's a
Yeah.
show. Like
Yeah.
dude,
Exactly.
they made a whole fucking show, and that's all it was. It was their friendship.
Yeah, buddy comedies
You guys don't.
are a huge genre. You
Yeah.
know?
Like you don't have to either be gay or enemies.
Yeah.
Like there's a middle ground there where you can hang out, man.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm a bad friend. I am a bad friend. I was thinking about that not just with you, with but with like all of my friends that I have today.
Uh-huh.
Legitimately a bad friend. And I don't know if it bothers me.
Well,
It
I
does-
guess
it does,
just
but it
depends
doesn't.
What you
What I mean
expect
is
out of the relationship from them.
oh yeah.
It doesn't bother you if there's no expectation that they're like interested in what you're doing at any point,
Good call.
you know. But if you had a hope that they would be interested in what you were doing, you might care more, you know.
Yeah, probably. Well, I don't know. I mean, I say I'm a bad friend. I think I changed my mind. I'm actually a really super good friend.
quick U-turn there.
Yeah, I was a super. I just had to self-reflect for a moment and
Yeah.
realize how cool
Everyone
I am.
else is the bad
Yeah,
friend. To me.
I have to remind myself that sometimes.
Yeah.
Like, no, Nate, it's not you. It's everyone else.
Yeah.
You're perfect and toxic, just like God made you.
Mm-hmm.
And
If they can't handle it, that's their fault.
Yeah.
Weakness.
That's what I say. They're all
I
fucking
mean,
weak.
at some
You
point,
can't handle
on
me?
some level, I agree with that.
Just an absolute cunt. What's everybody else's problem?
You know, you can't expect relationships to be perfect. You know what I mean?
But what were we saying? We were about to say.
You were saying you were a good friend after.
Oh, yeah.
After just having said you were a bad friend.
No, okay, here's why I say I'm a bad friend, because like I don't ever hang out. I don't hang out with anybody.
Right.
And I've been like thinking about that like lately. Is like, I don't know if that's good for me.
Yeah. I think we're supposed to hang out a little bit.
A little bit.
You know what I mean?
Right. I think so too. But it's
Yeah.
I feel like a Neanderthal, because it's like, how do you do that? It's like ooga booga. I used to
Yeah.
do it all the time when I was a kid. I feel like it's
You have to be intentional about it.
Mhm.
You know, as a kid, your parents are shoving you into social, you know, or sports or church or whatever.
And when you get older, your wife kind of takes the
all your
social
time,
reins.
exactly.
Yeah, and then at some point you're an adult by yourself. Like what?
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
And then you're like, I don't know if I want to put that effort out there.
Exactly. That's the thing. It takes work.
It's crazy, but you're like, I probably should.
Some level.
Yeah, that's too funny. But yeah, I don't know. That's why I say, because I like never intentionally hang out. I never intentionally do anything. So that's why I say I'm a bad friend. But why?
But if you were invited somewhere, you
I would
probably
go.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
I'd probably
that's-
go. But I would. It would be a debate.
Right.
It would be a
Should I
debate.
go?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know once I get there, I'm gonna want to come right home.
Yeah.
And I always get there and I have a blast and I never want to leave.
Yeah.
Like, why don't I want
That's
to do
just
this?
social anxiety.
Probably.
I
Do you
got-
throw
I
up
got
before you
that.
go into public places too?
I have social anxiety.
Yeah, I fucking.
Yeah.
I'm the worst.
Yeah. I get really like,
Horny.
yeah, in my,
Dummy.
yeah, exactly. It feels fluttery, you know.
Yeah. Man. Yeah, I hate.
Even if I know everybody.
You
if
think?
it's my parents? It's like it's the anticipation of leading up to
Yeah.
you know, the interaction that I have anxiety around.
Yeah. Anxiety is a disorder. Can be a disorder.
I know that's
Just like-
technically on my whatchamacallit.
Oh, really? Same as the coming thing, the orgasm
Yeah.
thing is a disorder. I thought I had that once. Like right after Trump won. Like the next day.
Caught it.
Watching,
Can you
yeah.
catch that?
Yeah, you can catch
How
it,
do you
right?
catch it?
I just had a
That's like from a toiit seat type of situation.
just watching MSNBC highlights. Just oh
Yeah.
gosh, NBC, CNN, it's all day, hundreds.
Reactions.
Yeah, no, yeah. But I'm a good. The reason why I say I think I'm a good friend is because like in a bunch of my friend groups, like my close friend groups that were supposed to be like brothers,
Yeah.
I'm the only one that reaches out ever.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
You fuckers know who you are.
Exactly.
I hope this makes
And that's the thing, you know?
yeah.
Because I feel similarly.
Yeah.
And then looking back in like high school days too,
Uh-huh.
and I realized this kind of like fresh out of high school. I feel like I even realized this in high school. The only time I would hang out with friends, or the only one coming up with things to go do and hang out as friends,
Mm-hmm.
was me. No one was hitting me up being like,
Yeah.
hey, you want to go walk around the mall and shoot videos? You know, I'm coming up with that
Yeah.
stuff. No one's like, hey, let's go bowling.
Yeah. Same,
No one's
dude.
inviting me to go do that stuff. I'm the one being like, guys, let's all go do this. Let's go, you know, and I'm inviting people to go
Uh-huh.
do stuff. I didn't have people doing that to me,
Bastards.
you know?
Yeah.
So,
Do you ever have friend jackers?
no.
You know what I'm talking about? Friend jacker? So like you're friends with, one dude,
Yeah. No, I get what you mean.
and then you introduce him, and then all of a sudden you're not in the fucking picture anymore?
No, I was the guy who I brought all my friend groups together.
Yeah.
I've always done that. And like in high school, I had like church friends, school friends,
Yeah.
work friends, and I would like invite them to go places together, and then they all got to know each other. But whenever I wasn't there, they don't hang out.
Huh.
Yeah. So like I came back into town, hit everyone up, let's go to the bar. They're all like, first time they'd seen each other since the last time,
That's cool.
because I'm the one,
Yeah.
like I said, I'm the one being like, hey guys, I'm in town. Let's hang out,
Yeah.
No one's like, let's hang out next time you're in town. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
No one ever does that to me. I'm the one doing all that.
Yeah. I feel you, brother.
You feel me? You know what?
I feel you.
You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, just holding the fucking thing together.
Did you have brothers? You have a brother.
Yeah, I have a brother.
But you don't have a good relationship.
No, awful relationship. I don't even fucking. He's probably dead.
So I don't have a brother. I've never had a brother.
Mhm.
So I don't know. I'm jealous of that relationship in other people. You know what I mean? I see it and I'm jealous
So am I.
of it. Like I don't even understand it necessarily, even if I want to.
Yeah.
I think that like brotherhood.
Yeah.
What does that really mean? Nothing to me really, but I'm still want it. You know?
Yeah. Well, I look at my sons and I'm like, they have a brotherhood. Like they're strong.
Yeah.
But they fight, but the love is
Right.
real strong between them.
It's a good brother
Yeah.
relationship.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm
you
like,
see that and you're like,
I want that.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
For sure.
So I feel like I don't know necessarily how to like have those relationships with friends that takes it to that level. And the people
Yeah.
who do connect and like hang out like that
Mm-hmm.
are better at that. Where I'm desperately always like, let's hang out, guys. I'm that guy. They don't need to do that, I guess. They're fulfilled some other way, At this point, it's just turned into like one-on-ones, though. Like,
Yeah,
I'm in town. Let's hang out.
Yeah, at some point.
Yeah. And as long as I can like pull into town and they'll still come hang out with me
Yeah.
for a day or whatever, I still consider them friends. You know what I mean?
For
Like,
sure.
Even if I don't see them for
Counts.
another 10 years,
Yeah.
and the next time I'm in town, we all hang out,
Counts.
we're still friends.
Yeah.
I don't need consistency as far as like communication goes necessarily
No.
to feel like I'm your friend. I just need when we do hang out, it to feel
Genuine
yeah.
and real. Like,
Yeah.
how are you doing?
Yeah.
Have you had that like where it's been not genuine? Because
Yeah.
I have. Like, you go back home or whatever, and you hook up with some old friends, and
It's like hard to even small talk.
yeah, and you're
You're
like, ugh,
literally
what is up with you?
nothing.
What have you become?
Yeah.
What the fuck have you become? Like, you're a shell.
Yeah.
Oh, that's the weirdest feeling. dude.
Yeah.
It's like I've never seen what a zombie is, but there's been times where I'll
You just like people have changed so much.
like so much.
Yeah.
You're like, there's no way.
You're not the same person.
Yeah, that's not.
Yeah.
That's sad too,
I
because
know.
they always become that way because of some fucking shitty sales job that they have to have because they're not qualified for any other job. So they're like
Right.
mid-level something.
It's like a defeated kind of person.
Yeah,
Almost like
like what the
they
fuck
didn't
happened?
accomplish anything else and now this is their life.
Yeah, but like even
Or they've accomplished
as much as they can.
as much as they're gonna, and now it's kind of a plateau.
They're fine.
They're
fine.
good. Yeah, exactly.
I don't need any more.
Yeah, there's nothing more to really go for.
Comfortable. Yeah.
Yeah.
Eesh. Yeah, it's sad though. It's sad to
Yeah.
watch that shit because it's like you used to be so creative and like
Excited.
excited and like you had goals and shit, like standards for yourself and for
Yeah.
people around you, and now you're like a fucking like symbolically you're a turtle,
Yeah.
and it's crazy. Not even a ninja turtle,
No.
but you do live in a sewer.
Yeah.
Eesh.
Of your own making.
Yeah. Anyway,
Huh.
I hope everyone's Thanksgiving was wonderful.
Mhm.
And
Anyway, I love all my friends.
I do love. all
I'll
my
talk to
friends.
you at some point in the next decade.
Yeah, I do.
If we happen to cross paths, really.
Do you have friends from high school that you weren't friends?
My only friends are from high school.
No, I mean like that.
I didn't make friends after high school.
Yeah,
I
or
made
maybe
like a couple friends in college, but nothing that really stuck too much.
they
you
were
know?
your temporary friends
Where?
in college.
Yeah,
They
just
just-
more fleeting, you know?
Yeah, it's like it's like the rebound friend.
Yeah, the rest of my high school friends I went to school with since 2nd grade.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
Mm-hmm.
college friends I went to with for 4 years.
Right. No, I get it.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. And do you have friends that you went to high school with and weren't friends but are friends now? 'Cause I have a couple of those.
I definitely have a couple that
Mm-hmm.
I've been like, I'm better friends than we weren't. Not that we weren't friends, like I was,
Right.
but like,
Maybe friendly.
yeah, but
Yeah.
now we're like friends.
Yeah.
Yeah. After high school became more
Right.
real friends.
Yeah, those are always good.
Yeah, I got like a couple of those.
Did you ever I don't know why I'm asking all these fucking questions. Trying to get to the bottom of Levi Garcia.
Friendship in 2024.
that was really good. Friendship in 2024. Yeah, we're going to get to the bottom of this. No,
It's
so
harder than ever, and it's going to continue to be hard with technology, the internet, social media,
AI.
navigating how it all fits together.
Yeah, dude.
Does it fit together?
Some people are saying, fuck friends. I just need my AI compute in my computer. Did you hear that kid kill himself or some shit over
I'm not surprised.
the AI talked him into killing
I
himself?
feel like an AI
to
could
be
talk
with her.
most of us do that. That's the scary part.
Dude, I bet you an AI could talk my dad into suicide for sure.
He knows what buttons to push.
He'd be like,
All right.
I think he just needs he just sits down first sentence. You should, and he's like, all right. He doesn't even.
Yeah.
No, but maybe we just don't need friends.
I think we just need to redefine what it means to be friends.
No, I think you did a pretty good job earlier when you're like, every now and I mean, I think we overcomplicate I know I do.
Yeah.
I fucking overcomplicate everything. And
We also expect more from people than I think is.
That's so funny.
Like
lower your standard.
Yeah, I feel like we expect more because we want people to care about us.
Yeah.
But how much do you care about others?
For sure.
Still, there's gonna be a gap.
Uh-huh.
What I don't like is when I offer more of the caring than the others. I care more and you don't care at all. It's like that doesn't jive.
Is there a
me.
point where you address it?
Yeah, I mean I do personally, or I just cut it out.
Yeah, or just cut it off.
Yeah.
Interesting. Yeah, I think I've done that before too. Like, just like confront your buddy.
Yeah, like I want to be friends with you.
Yeah, like I think we're friends.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know, man. Shit's crazy. That's probably why older dudes like ditched friendships along the way. Like, this shit is too fucking complicated. And then like a decade later, we're like, wait a minute. Why am I by myself?
Yeah, that's the thing. You don't want to end up by yourself,
Yeah.
And you see people with friend groups, and I'm jealous. Like
Those are gangs.
I never I feel like I had a friend group. I've had little friend groups throughout the years. At some point in college, every person I feel like has the friend group where it's like the 5 of us are closest to ever be.
Yeah.
And then it falls apart. And it's over,
Sure.
And then you don't really get that back ever, especially once you're married.
Yeah. Yeah, but it's also kind of better sometimes. I feel like it. Like
I'm happy.
Yeah, like I get to live with my best friend.
Yeah, exactly. I'm
You know,
happy with it
We
for the
laugh-
most part.
We laugh a ton.
Yeah.
Yeah. Never ever it'd be weird if you were happy with it all of the time. That's fucking not even a standard.
But I
you
mean,
know?
like, as far as like wanting
Content all
other
of the time.
friends,
Oh yeah.
it's like sometimes I'm like, man, I wish I had friends.
Yeah. Yeah.
But
For sure. We're gonna start a support group.
yeah,
Here's your apology.
this is like
Here's your healing.
this is the age-old tale for men. I feel like
Yeah.
women can make friends easy. I feel like easier.
Yeah, but their friendships are shallow, weak,
That's true.
filled with nothing but
That's true.
air and small talk, banking and I don't know,
Yeah.
sewing.
Dishes and all that.
Yeah. Women.
You know, women's stuff.
Do you drink coffee? Like, are you a daily coffee drinker?
I have my seasons.
Why are military guys making coffee like now? Like that's
Like the Black
thing.
Rifle Fire.
Yeah, well,
Company
not like
or
there's like
whatever.
a bunch of them. There's Death Wish, Black Rifle Coffee. There's what the fuck? I got some in the. It's like War Pig or something like that. It's like all these different brands of like this is made by Navy SEALs. This was shit out of a monkey in Fallujah.
Because of energy, I guess.
I don't know,
How,
but
like
it seems
energy drinks are like extreme.
So make those.
Monster truck energy drink. You know what I mean? Like they try to make it like the branding is very bro for energy drinks.
Yeah.
I feel like they're trying to corner the market for the bros who want
Coffee.
Yeah.
The bros that are getting older.
Exactly.
Jersey Shore. Like how they got, like they're more coffee drinkers than energy drinkers now.
Are they really?
A little bit.
I could see that.
After a few,
I mean, yeah, you can't drink coffee or you can't drink energy drinks. I mean, I had a Red Bull today and I was like, this is a sin now at my age. I feel like every time I do it, I'm shaving years off my life.
Really?
A little bit.
I sneak it like a mother sneaking a cigarette at like a Christmas.
Yeah. I'm like,
every day though.
I'm like, I'm going to feel so good after this, you know?
Yeah.
Like, but then I pack on the weight and it's like not good for me.
Yeah.
And I know it's not, but I like how it makes me feel.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
So like
the pros outweigh the cons though.
They're probably trying to get people who have to find an alternative. And they like that monster truck style branding that a lot of energy drinks have.
Mm-hmm.
So they're like, how do we make coffee more for the bros and not just for the hipsters?
Yeah.
Because the hipsters kind of like ruined it for everybody for a while, you know?
Yeah.
They had to get all pretentious about coffee as if there's an art behind it or something.
No, seriously, they need to bring the grit back into coffee.
There needs to be
But then
some balls.
A what?
Some balls.
Yeah, some balls in the coffee.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. But you know what? There's like an opening in the coffee industry. Like the entrance of the military dudes into the coffee industry also opens the lane wider in bringing that grit back, right? So like they could come up with like coffee for Crips or Bloods or made by them. Could you imagine that? Like if like Snoop Dogg came out with a coffee brand?
He came out with wine.
That's what I'm saying.
I feel like he could.
He's bringing him and Martha Stewart, he's bringing the gangster back in the kitchen.
Uh-huh.
He could bring it into the coffee world. That'd be cool.
Or
50 Cent.
Does something being more bro like that, like Black
Make
Rifle,
it more appealing?
Are you more inclined to buy it versus like, Portland coffee roasters or whatever?
Truthfully, no. I'm not.
But truthfully,
back the blue. No. No, truthfully,
do you see it and you know what they're doing and it kind of is a turnoff?
Well, no, because it's what it is for me is I want to support them, but I have this feeling that the coffee's going to taste like shit.
You don't think they got what it takes?
I don't think they have.
They're not lesbian.
Yeah, no, they're not worshiping
to make good coffee.
Yeah, it's like, I don't know, what does Starbucks sacrifice children to make their beans?
Right. They're fresh in the game now too.
Yeah.
They're the new guys in town. They're still learning all the techniques.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And I'm not doubting them. I'm just saying, like, I have like 4 pounds in my pantry right now of like Navy SEAL coffee. So
really?
Yeah, like I support them.
So you bought it, but you're not
did.
trying it.
No, I did try it.
And it wasn't good.
Okay.
It wasn't gay enough.
It wasn't gay enough, dude.
That's the problem.
But
you need a little gay for some good coffee.
No, it was too gay. I take it back. It was too gay. It was way too gay. You know why?
They were trying too hard.
It
It was like a straight guy pretending
dude.
to
I
be
could
gay.
drink a whole cup black.
Yeah, that's
with no.
a straight guy
Yeah.
pretending to be gay.
Yeah, I
Because
think
they're
that
trying
was.
to emulate good coffee.
It's an in the closet roast.
Yeah,
Is what it was.
yeah.
Dark closet roast.
I see the branding and I know what they're doing, and it's a turnoff for me.
A little bit, huh?
So that's why I don't participate.
I don't blame you.
Because I don't really. I think that people use not, and this is gonna be controversial.
Hey, buckle up.
I think that people use the military and their service as a emotional tactic to sell. I don't like that type of thing, personally. To tug on the heartstrings, to whatever. Thank you for your service. Like, I feel like sometimes, it can be a manipulative thing. The reason I say that, and I'm coming from a place, I used to produce.
I'm keeping an open mind.
I used to produce reality television, right? And
Here we go.
If there was a military story that we could weave into
Yeah.
an episode, they loved that.
Yeah.
And so that
Get to
feels
weaving.
manipulative to me.
Sure.
And so when I see the branding with like the rifles and the whatever, masculine military,
Yeah.
I see someone pulling that string that the same one we were doing when we were producing television, weaving that story in because we knew it would bring those people to tears. It would be touching for this audience or whatever. And it's like, feels more of a manipulation tactic.
Yeah.
For me.
The last thing you want is them to feel emotion towards our I think
it's about how you use that emotion. Are you trying to sell me coffee? Or are you just saying, like, we should respect our fallen soldiers? Like, get me emotional over that and I'll agree. But get me emotional and then say, they would want you to buy this coffee.
these guys.
Those guys who fought for your freedom? Yeah, they love this stuff.
Do you want them robbing you at the ATM at 4 a.m? Then you should probably support this coffee company.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't. But it doesn't bother me if they're like, hey, this is a veteran-owned company. So if you want to support some ex-vets or whatever, some vets, and we make really good coffee, I don't know.
If it's just like that.
But if it's like that, I'm good with it. If they're like,
But
if they do tug at the heartstrings and
like start talking about their service, in detail,
that's
a big part of how they came up
Super
with
detail.
the idea of even doing that.
That's where this
Yeah. It's just a little much for me.
Just like, geez, thank you for your service. But is your coffee, is it acidic?
Yeah, exactly, because I do not like that.
I
stuff.
cannot.
I'm more of a chocolatey notes type of guy.
Yeah. You have anything like that? You just get the wheelie guy away from me. I'll buy a pound. Just get him off the screen.
Yeah. Exactly.
Coffee.
I also don't like feeling obligated to buy something because someone was in the military. It's like if someone told you, like, it's a woman-owned company. Oh, well.
Burn it.
I'll support. Oh, it's LGBTQ-owned. It's a black-owned company. That doesn't move the needle for me.
Yeah,
in the same way, it's a veteran-owned company doesn't move the needle for me.
Yeah.
Like, all those identities don't matter to me. How's the coffee, How's the product?
I don't care. How's the coffee?
Exactly. That's how I feel about all of that stuff, across the board. So at least I'm consistent.
Every company.
Nothing against veterans trying to start small business. I'm pro that,
Yeah, for sure. But every company has a story.
I probably won't buy anything, but no.
Yeah, I'm gonna pass. But good luck.
Yeah, good luck on your
I'll post
ventures.
I'll post your story. 100% vet owned.
Yeah. Oh well, where's my wallet?
And
it doesn't matter to me.
That's hilarious. I'm just a piece of shit who's never done anything. These fucking veterans. They want to sell me coffee? Nice try. Nice try.
Yeah. Almost
You tried
got
to-
me.
Almost got me. You tried to sell me. Nice try. Oh,
Not falling for your sympathy. vote.
Lieutenant Dan.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like my coffee, just straightforward coffee. Like, why does every company have a fucking story? You know what I mean? And it's
Yeah.
the same story.
Yeah. And it has to be divisive.
Yeah.
You know?
Bring
Like-
something new.
Yeah. Tell a new story.
Yeah.
One that hasn't been exploited for reality TV for the last 20 years, you know?
Would you buy Antifa coffee?
No.
No, it feels dirty.
Yeah.
Like they
I
didn't
wouldn't
inspect
trust
this.
it.
They didn't inspect it.
no.
There's bugs and shit.
Yeah.
Here.
I would not trust it.
Yeah.